Today I'm comparing the cost of living here in New York City to here in Bali, Indonesia. So I live in NYC and is my favorite city in the world. But Bali is my favorite island in the world. I split a majority of my time between these two places, and they are literally and figuratively polar opposites. From the climate, the pace of life, and most certainly, the prices. So today, I wanted to see the actual difference in what I spend in a day in each place. Also, a huge thanks to Travel Pro for sponsoring this video and making the Travel Pro Altitude backpack that's tough, eco-friendly, and great for commuting around NYC and also while traveling to a place with harsh weather like Bali. So first up, I wanted to show you guys how much a cup of coffee is here in NYC. With working for myself, I do often like to have a separation between being home and then going somewhere like a cafe and being able to work. So the plan is now to pack up my stuff, go to one of my favorite cafes, and show you guys how much a typical coffee is here in New York City. It is pretty darn expensive. Mr. Chris to Chris.
How we doing? Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year. You ready for some coffee?
Yeah, I am. Let's do it.
So this is Felix Roasting, which is a very chic cafe where an iced coffee will run you $7.89. And since this is America, it's encouraged to tip, bringing our coffee to a total of just under $9. So here in New York City, a coffee is typically $9. Chris, let's head to Bali and show them how much it is there.
I might be able to get like 4 or 5.
So after that quick transition, which was actually a 24-hour flight, we made it to Bali. And one of the best things about being here in Bali is that they have the ultimate best cafes, and also at a very good price. So Chris and I just made it here to one of our favorites. This is called Miel. It's right in the heart of Canggu. Great food, great coffee, and they have a really cool architecture.
And I just watched you pay, what, almost $9 for a latte a couple days ago, so see what the difference is.
So in New York City, a typical coffee costs around $8, but here in Bali, it's around $2. Arguably tastes even better. Very strong. Definitely hits after a 24-hour flight. And then here in Bali, there are plenty of co-working spaces. Some that do cost a monthly or weekly amount, or some that are completely free. This one is called Zin Cafe and is my personal favorite, which is a free co-working space as long as you order something off the menu. Great spot. Guys, life does not get much better than this. We are currently at the Zin co-working space where for $2 I got this ice cold coconut that is literally bigger than my head. And now I can post up here all day, get some work done, enjoy being in nature here in beautiful Bali. All for $2 too. Man, this is the life. So with living such an active day today, I want a backpack that is pretty much my home on the go, that has so many compartments and has a use for everything. And that is what's so great about the Travel Pro Altitude. There are so many different compartments, but everything gets used. So they have a very safe area for your laptop where they also have a separate area for an iPad. Then this compartment where I have AirPods, I have other wires, I have my passport, all these great zippers. Then another compartment that has a ton of space where I have some fancy pens, as well as I keep my SD cards here. I have other important documents like my international driving permit. There's also an area you can unzip to put a water bottle. And then I went with the medium-sized bag, and this one has so much space in the main kit and caboodle over here where they also have zippers on the inside. So here I can fit my gym clothes. I also have my camera, ponchos, other wires. Another thing that's so cool, I love when traveling or even on my day-to-day in New York City or here in Bali to have an air tag, and they actually have a space specifically for that. That is clutch. So after going to Bali for the first time, I fell in love with being able to get on a motorbike and just explore the islands. So when I came back home to New York City, I wanted to get something that was similar. And I got a Super 73, which makes it so fun to cruise around New York City. Now the Super 73 is $3,500, but amortized over 3 years, it comes out to approximately $3 per day. Then a city bike membership is clutch while living in New York City and costs about 75 cents per day. Now taxis here are absolutely ridiculous, where I took an hour Uber from my apartment in Manhattan to JFK for $93.90. So the distance from the airport here in Bali to where we are going to be staying is about an hour and costs only $20. And also, you do get one of the most incredible drivers in all the land.
Hi, my brother, about from USA, #1. Come to Bali.
Yeah.
Look, my brother in Bali. Christopher.
Katoot! Katoot, it's been 1 year since seeing you. So
like
good.
one day, yeah.
It feels like one day, I know, just like yesterday. So good to be back. So good to be back with Katoot.
Yes, Conti.
So besides very affordable and very entertaining taxi rides, the best way to get around this island is from a scooter. I went with a Scoopy, which comes out to around $6 per day.
Not just any Scoopy, a stylish Scoopy.
For the stylish Scoopy, $6. Not a bad deal. I must say that to spend $6 to have such a cool experience cruising around the island is so worth it.
Yeah.
If you have nothing to do here in Bali, you can literally just go for a ride, go through the rice fields, you can see volcanoes. There's just so much to see, so many beaches. Man, I just love hyping this island up. It's so good to be back.
Yeah, and like in New York City, that's 2 subway rides. It's $6. So
That is true.
yeah.
Honestly, that is why I got my Super 73, is to try and replicate the same feelings I get from cruising around on a scooter here in Bali. All right, we gotta film quick because there is definitely a storm a-brewing. Another thing that I love about the Travel Pro Altitude is that here in Bali, you're always on a scooter, so you can easily put your phone in this magnetic compartment right here, close it up, safe, won't come out, and you're good to go in seconds. We really gotta beat this storm. So the one thing that New York City and Bali do have in common is that they both have delicious food. Bali is known for their amazing cafes, and then here in New York City, there are some pretty incredible cafes as well. But the only difference is the prices. So this is a typical lunch spot here in NYC, which is actually on the lower end of prices, but still came out to $24 with tip. Now, there is no shortage of incredible cafes here in Bali. And today I went with an acai bowl for $3.50 and then a bacon, egg, and cheese for $5, bringing our total to $8.50 for a delicious and filling lunch. So as I will show you guys next, Bali arguably has some of the best gyms in the world. And when I got home earlier this year, I wanted to find a similar gym that had incredible amenities like the gyms in Bali. And I found this gym right here, the Equinox at Hudson Yards. This is the most expensive gym in New York City, I believe, but It is pretty incredible. Being able to go to this gym has been pretty game changer in my routine and happiness, since not only is it beautiful with incredible views, but the equipment and amenities here are top notch. From pools, jacuzzis, cold plunges, rooftop pools, and even saunas. But this gym cost me after taxes $435 per month, which comes out to $14.50 per day. Also, that's not even including the $300 initiation fee, which in my opinion is some complete bullshit. Now, the gyms here in Bali are incredible. Where this one where we're at right now, called Nirvana, is arguably one of the best gyms in the entire world. It's like in the middle of the jungle. So Nirvana is my happy place. I've been spending hours a day here, from hanging by the pool overlooking the rice fields, going into their beautiful saunas, even their cold plunges, to even their indoor and outdoor gym setup. And then in addition, they have so many hangout spots and restaurants where you can lounge or even co-work. Nirvana attests to the fact why Bali is such a digital nomad's dreamland. But this dreamland does come with a bit of a cost, since Nirvana comes out to $190 per month, which lands us at $6 per day. Now, where NYC just blatantly takes advantage of your soul, emotions, and definitely wallet, is in the rent. Since the average one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan goes for $4,500 per month, which is why I have lived in this same apartment for nearly 4 years now, since it's one of the few apartments that's a one-bedroom below that price. And it does come with a pretty sweet view. So when I was looking for an apartment, the top thing at my list was a lot of natural light and then a view. So this apartment definitely checked off the list for those two things, but one of the things that was much further down that list was a kitchen. So feast your eyes on my kitchen in my New York City apartment. Hey, I mean, I am still very grateful for it. I have just about everything I need. We have an oven, we have the stove, a big fridge and freezer, and then a sink. So for a single guy here in New York City who doesn't really cook, this gets the job done. Then this here is my living room that I love. This is my ultimate movie theater. Every night I look forward to so much, ending the day after a long day of work, sitting on this couch, watching some YouTube or a movie with this incredible view and the lights of the Empire State Building. The Empire State Building is seriously like my giant nightlight for this apartment. Then this here is my bedroom, which is actually on the more spacious side relative to New York City, and also has incredible views of the Empire State Building. So now for the price of this place. With everything included, from the rent, electricity, Wi-Fi, it comes out to $3,500 per month. Which New York is definitely not bad, but now let's show you guys what we get in Bali.
I told him we already up. Yeah. Does that feel good? Does that feel good right here? Yeah.
This is the life. And to think just 24 hours ago, we were freezing in New York City, and now we are roasting in Mother Nature's oven. Oh, I love Bali. So my apartment comes out to $116 per night in New York City. But now I wanted to show you guys what you can get here in Bali for a much cheaper price. This place is pretty incredible.
Saying got a lot of dreams, lift me up so I can kiss the good life, live in love. Feel like the 1st and 15th for the month.
So this is a 2-bedroom villa that is 2 stories with 2 bathrooms, as well as a pretty epic swimming pool. So this right here is my room that I'm going to be staying in, which is quite spacious. Also has its own private bathroom with a bathtub that is half outside, half inside. But then my favorite part is if you open up the door, you go straight into the swimming pool. Then the living room is great. There's a lot of space. There's a couch to watch TV, and then also a decent sized kitchen. Actually, this kitchen is much bigger than mine back home. But I will say the only downside to it is that there is no AC. So we have the door open where bugs are coming in. So it's kind of like your living room is still outside, which is pretty cool. Then if you come on upstairs, you have the second bedroom where Chris is going to be staying, as well as his private bathroom. And he also even has his own balcony. Oh, and also there is this pretty spacious rooftop terrace where there's some chairs, kind of do some yoga, some meditating, just come out here, start your day with some fresh Bali air. And I booked this villa for $84 per night on Expedia. So per person, per night, it comes out to only $42. I will leave a link to this villa down below, and if you use discount code BRETT on Expedia, you will get 5% off on all your accommodation bookings. For the price and location, this is a great spot.
Wow, it is dangerously cold tonight here in New York City. And I wanted to take you guys behind the scenes on a date night to the West Village to show you what a typical drink as well as a typical dinner costs here in New York City. And for reals, about to sit back.
So this one drink plus tip in NYC came out to $24. Then for dinner, we went to La Antica de Michele, which we shared a salad, one glass of wine each, then got one pizza, where the waiter even invited us to make it for ourselves. So this date for two came out to $86. But since this is America, we gave a 20% tip and gave us a final price of $104. And for a dinner date in NYC, this is actually much cheaper than usual.
So like in New York, I went out on a date and took you along with me to show you how much it typically costs. Well, here in Bali, I think it's only fair to go on another date. This one, I'm a little bit nervous for.
We have the one and only Chris to Chris.
You're nervous to go on a date with me? I'm flattered.
I mean,
flattered.
we go out to eat pretty much every meal when we're traveling, but tonight will be extra special.
It will be. Yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna go to a pizza spot that him and I actually really both love. So I'm excited to be back for that.
All right, Chris, let's have a toast. It has officially been 6 winters in a row that we have escaped New York City and came here to Bali.
That is very true. Couldn't be a
Cheers.
better place.
To another good year.
It's currently 22 degrees and snowing in New York City, so I will take this any day. Hopefully just the pizza can compare to make us not miss home too much. That's the only thing I'm missing.
Is it weird though that I like this place so much that I kind of crave it? It's really good.
You crave it when you're back in New York.
Sometimes.
Whoa. Whoa.
Someone who thinks Bali pizza is better than New York, I might have to end this date early, Chris. I'm sorry, man. Can't be at the same table as you.
Just wait until you get the bill and you'll understand.
So with getting an appetizer, a drink each, and then a pizza each, this came out to $37 in total, making our grand total for a day in Bali to $123.50. While our day in NYC came out to $389.15. And I did just want to give another huge shout out to Travel Pro for sponsoring this video and making the Travel Pro Altitude backpack that has made my life significantly easier, made me look more stylish, and also helped the planet by recycling plastics. I will leave a link to the Travel Pro Altitude in the description down below.